Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside the Cage, where we bring you the latest and exciting updates of UFC. First, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Dana White confirms Musk and Zuckerberg's serious intent for an MMA cage fight. Guys, there is something sensational for you all from combat sports. You know, the rivalry between tech titans Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg has just entered the world of UFC. You can't believe it, right? But it is happening. It all starts with the shots that were traded on Twitter. Now, they have agreed to a mixed martial arts MMA cage fight. I get why some people might have been unconvinced about this whole thing. But guess what? Dana White, the president of UFC, is here to put all those doubts to rest. He's come forward and dropped a bombshell that's bound to make history in the UFC. This is not something you'll want to miss. According to him, this feud is truly deadly serious. In a recent interview, Dana White revealed that he had spoken to both Musk and Zuckerberg on Wednesday night. Surprisingly, he claimed that they both expressed a genuine desire to participate in the fight. Whoa! It turns out that Zuckerberg reached out to White first, wanting to verify if Musk was truly serious about the challenge. Subsequently, White contacted Musk, who confirmed his commitment to the fight. Surely this unexpected twist in the ongoing rivalry between Musk and Zuckerberg has certainly sparked the curiosity of many. Now let's eagerly await and see how this unique clash between two tech giants unfolds. The biggest fight of all time was Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. I just think it triples that, White said. This would be the biggest fight ever in the history of the world, bigger than anything that's ever been done. It would break all pay-per-view records. He added, these guys would raise hundreds of millions of dollars for charity. You don't have to be a fighting fan to be interested in this fight. Everybody would want to see it. Recently, Zuckerberg made plans to develop a text-based social media network to rival Twitter. Then, out of the blue, Musk jumped into the mix and things started escalating. At the moment, someone mentioned that Zuckerberg had some serious Brazilian jiu-jitsu training under his belt. And you know what Musk said? He boldly declared that he had no problem going head-to-head with Zuckerberg in the cage. You see, the tension between these tech giants is getting hotter by the minute. I'm up for a cage match if he is LOL, Musk, 51, tweeted. Damn, things are getting intense, Zuckerberg fired back with a cheeky response on Instagram. He replied, send me the location. Fight fans would recognize that call out. It's the same one made famous by none other than UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov. Send me the location, Zuckerberg 39 responded on Instagram, referencing UFC fighter Khabib Nurmagomedov. After that, Musk, in true Musk fashion, wasted no time and came right back with a suggestion of his own. In a bold move, Musk suggested that the fight should take place right in the heart of Las Vegas. For sure, these tech tycoons are taking their feud to the next level. I have this great move that I call the walrus, where I just lie on top of my opponent and do nothing. Strickland finds a big problem with Vettori, Midnight Mania. Did you feel that Marvin Vettori is facing some challenges in the middleweight division? Just go back to his recent fight with Jared Cannonier at UFC Vegas 75. You see, he suffered a great loss. In actuality, he suffered his third loss to current top 5 fighters. Due to this string of losses to higher-ranked opponents, he limited himself to climbing up the higher ranks. Sad, guys, guess what? He had his youth and training at various top-notch gyms around the world. But despite getting all the training, he hasn't been able to overcome this hurdle. But there might be a solution. Strickland believes that Vettori needs better people around him. But he feels that Vettori may not be aware of this issue or how to address it. The problem with Marvin, you guys, Marvin's dumb, Strickland said. Marvin's stupid. If I went to Marvin and he put me in a position of power and I said, Marvin, I want you to stand on one leg just for 5 days and I think you're still going to win the fight, he would stand there on one leg for 5 days and not move. I just think Marvin needs to find a better short bus driver. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he's on that short bus, and the people driving the short bus, they're taking him in bad directions. I think if Marvin could find a better special needs helper, it will put him in the right direction. Marvin is a tough guy, with great cardio, a lot of heart, and stupid as effing dirt, but he has all the potential in the world. He just needs better voices. Furthermore, there is an upcoming main event of UFC Vegas 76 on July 1st, 2023. Here, Sean Strickland will be facing Abus Magomedov. Regardless of the outcome of that fight, it might be an opportune time for Strickland and Marvin Vettori to consider a showdown. Certainly, this matchup between them at 185 pounds would bring a fresh dynamic to the division. Knock, knock. If you're enjoying the video, we'd love your support. Just hit that subscribe button to motivate us to bring you more exciting content. UFC champion split Logan Paul during training. This is quite interesting that Logan Paul, the YouTube sensation, had a grappling session with UFC champions Alexander Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya. The session was held at his training base in Puerto Rico. Eventually, Volkanovski and Adesanya became the first UFC fighters to be sponsored by Prime Energy, the hydration drink owned by Paul and his business partner, KSI. Nice move. During their grappling session, Paul admitted that Volkanovski brought the heat. He even described the experience as feeling like his body was almost split in half. The YouTuber said of Volkanovski on his podcast, "You're the best in the world at what you do. I got to experience it. You're so strong and dominant, it's like I knew it going into it. You put me in a body lock and I felt like you could have tightened your legs so much and split me in half. I'm not doing BJJ again. We were drilling this body triangle where you have someone in your legs and hold them." He goes, "My legs are short. I don't do the body triangle often." Then when we went to do it, he almost kills me with the body triangle. Jiu-jitsu is a whole different beast. You don't want to fight a guy in the street who knows jiu-jitsu. While Volkanovski is set to defend his featherweight title against Yair Rodriguez in the main event of UFC 290 next month. However, in February, he experienced his first UFC loss in a controversial decision against Islam Makhachev. Unfortunately, that defeat dashed his hopes of becoming a two-weight champion. UFC star backs Goey as the next crossover boxing star. In the last, enjoy some wild MMA action of none other than Jack Jenkins. Once again, he is about to step into the octagon for all of the fans out there. Interestingly, he's warning his opponent, Jamal Emmers. He openly makes the statement that if he sees an opportunity, he'll break his leg without hesitation. Ouch! No doubt Jenkins has been on an incredible tear, winning 8 consecutive fights and astonishingly breaking the legs of 5 different opponents along the way. It's a bizarre record for sure. Now, Jenkins is determined to add Emmers to his growing list of victims. "If I see that leg there this Sunday, I will break it. Oh, 100%. Jamal has to be aware," he continued. It's crazy how Jack Jenkins has been leaving a trail of broken bones on his path to success. He proved his dominance in 3 Australian title fights. But Jenkins didn't stop there. In his octagon debut at UFC 284, he delivered devastating damage to his opponent, Don Shainis. This guy is ruthless. It's something to watch out for in his upcoming fights. "So I didn't break the leg," he concedes. But the damage to the ligaments and soft tissue was so bad that he was grounded in Perth for 8 days. While the bond that has formed between Jenkins and Collingwood superstar Jordan Goey is just amazing. They have been training together for nearly 18 months, and their relationship becomes stronger day by day. No, he believes that if Goey ever decided to venture into crossover boxing, he would make an immediate impact. In 2022, their partnership began when Goey faced some controversy after a trip to New York, resulting in him being stood down by Collingwood. During that time, they trained together privately and almost unnoticed within the walls of the Absolute MMA gym. It's fascinating to see how their friendship and training have developed in such circumstances. Who knows, we might witness Goey making some moves in the boxing ring in the future. "I wasn't even in the UFC at that stage," Jenkins continues. "So eventually, I had a meeting with his manager who asked if I would be interested, and I said, yeah, absolutely." All right, guys, that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you at the next one. Until then, goodbye.